Ha! Happy Halloween. Happy Finance Friday. Ah! Ah.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com. Yep. And this video is all about the thing that you already know all about. Kind of late to the party on this. The $375,000 box. World record price for a first edition Pokemon box. And this was on live stream. And I thought it was a fake news thing. And I waited and I researched it, talked to my friend PokeRev, and yeah, it was a resealed crap. Oh my God, it's terrible. All right, so the link will be below. I feel terrible for the gentlemen or gentlemen's investors, whatever, that bought into this box. Essentially what happened was this box was bought by a famous investor or YouTuber, something going on, not Logan Paul. He bought a box for $375,000, has all his money stacked up. It was a big show. Unlike the Logan Paul box, which was bought from Heritage Auctions for about $200,000, there's a lot of lessons that need to be learned here. Now, all I get is messages now like, well, Dan, is it time to be worried about Magic? Is it time to be worried about all the other Pokemon boxes on eBay? What's going on? All right, so since it's Friday and Finance Friday, I want to tell you guys right out of the gate. This is a very, very, very complex issue. And I'm going to try to break it down as much as I can to kind of share with you what I think professionally. Number one rule, what I do is, Dan, why do you sell these boxes and packs, and how do you establish this reputation? You know, where do you get them from? Obviously, I did not get them from 1993. I wasn't one of the Wizards of the Coast employees, or I didn't have a store back in the day. I didn't have the money really back in the day. How did I acquire so much boxes and packs and stuff? How do I know if they're real, resealed, whatever, right? Number one rule, you only buy from Wizards of the Coast employees or investors or card shops that failed or that type of thing, right? Or you also deal with dealers that are legitimate back sources, just enough provenance that makes it, that type of thing, right? I get all these messages saying, oh, Dan, I got this alpha starter. Oh, I got this beta starter. I've X-rayed this starter and it has alpha cards in it. So you know there's alpha cards in it. Well, okay, whatever, right? But all in all, I'm trying to tell you off the bat, I don't deal with any more sealed product because there's too much risk to be involved, obviously from this opening issue of the Pokemon box. There's too much risk involved to actually buy a box that's like hundreds of thousands of dollars and then it's resealed. I feel like it's too risky at this point of the game. Also, the second rule of thumb is do not use a broker to broker a box. Now, you're probably asking, well, Dan, aren't you a broker? And you might broker a box? You're correct. But the thing is, I don't broker boxes or packs unless they come from number one rule. Wizards of the Coast employees, investors, card shops, people that have evidence that they had the box in the very beginning of time. Or trusted, really, really trusted sources, right? So that is pretty much it, 1 and 2. Now, I've come to realize one important fact that people don't understand about Pokemon that I've seen that's been going on is a lot of people think that, well, Dan, it was sealed, so who cares? Okay, well, Dan, there's no Wizards of the Coast logo. Okay, first edition boxes for Pokemon did not have Wizards of the Coast logo. Other ones afterwards did, okay? But here's the problem with that, is that why is it that people have open boxes with Wizards of the Coast logos and they're actually fake? Or there's, just junk cards in there? Because what happens is this. It's called reseal. It's called the resealing business, right? And the problem is, if you don't know what a box, if you're just a collector on eBay, and you just get a box of Jungle, first edition Jungle, Neo, Genesis, whatever, right? And you don't know how the seals should have looked back in the day, then you're already at a disadvantage, right? Secondly, let's say you open it up and you don't record what you opened and you have no evidence of it. Then you're basically effed completely because of the fact that, well, you didn't have any evidence that it was fake. That's why this opening they did was smart, because it was on a live stream. So I really feel like a lot of people have to understand that resealing is a thing for Pokemon and for Magic. Another thing you have to understand is that this plastic or whatever can be replicated very easily. A lot of people are like, well, Dan, how do they get this Wizards? I mean, isn't it proprietary plastic? No! Are you kidding me? You can get plastic. Okay, think about this. You take an empty box of Neo Destiny, first edition, okay? You get the plastic. You get a resale machine. No idea how much it costs. Never done it in my life. Guessing $1,000. $2,000. Who cares? You go off and reseal that first edition Neo Destiny box. What you just created there, and also get a box and weigh the box so it's about equal weight, right? What you just have there is basically, you just made like $75,000 profit. Does that make any kind of sense? Yeah. Same as Magic stuff. The seal back in the day was really just this plastic heat seal thing, right? This plastic though was pretty old, so you kind of, if it's too new, you know there's a problem. But the heat seal is really easy to replicate. So there's also a flip, right? That you can kind of see the packs and stuff for the older Magic boxes. But replication is not hard. So this presents a debacle, right? Back to what I said, back to number one. Where's the provenance? Oh, I got it from a guy on eBay years ago. Must be real. Yeah, it must be. Must be real. Oh, I got it from this vendor at a GP, at Gen Con. Oh yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. I got it from Colonel Mustard. And Colonel Mustard sold it to me, and he gave me a candlestick. Guys, do you understand the sarcasm out of my mouth? Do not buy anything from anybody unless it's number one and number two, what I said earlier in this damn video. All right, I had to cool down there. Listen to me. Listen to me very carefully. I'm going to try to talk about maybe a possible solution. I have an idea. I've been thinking about this. And what you guys think about this over the weekend? In the baseball card world, there's actually a guy named Steve Hart, or I forgot his name, something Hart, who owns a company called Baseball Card Exchange. And he has a company that has a reputation on authenticating these, like 1986 Fleer basketball. There's a big set, right? For Michael Jordan rookie card, older vintage boxes, whatever, right? Packs. He has a plastic seal. It's just a cheap plastic seal he has, but he also puts a tape on it that basically has kind of a authenticity, type of sticker, right? That matches up. That basically says with a letter that this is what you're buying. This is a serial number. If it's been tampered with, it could be resealed or whatever. But this guy is the authority. This guy has built a reputation. Now, so a lot of these old vintage boxes back in the day in the sports card world were not ever sealed. So you're probably thinking, well, Dan, how do you know it wasn't manipulated, whatever? I guess technically you don't know, but 86 Fleer, for example, there is like a kind of a process to understand how many of the stickers there are. For example, you can see what name of the player it is in the front and also the back sticker. The sticker, I think, is in the back. And if there's like no Jordan stickers or whatever, because that's the big sticker, right? Then you know there's a problem. It's probably been manipulated. So there's a kind of an allocation number that you can go off. And each box is different, right? In the sense that each type of box, like 86 Fleer had its own thing. Other top sets had its own type of organizing. And the reality is you have to have a lot of faith in your provenance. And The third-party authentication provenance, like this guy at Baseball Card Exchange, is really, I think, the only solution that you can really have that would work. So I personally think, because there's so much risk involved, even if you buy, like, I don't know, a first edition Rocket box for like 20 grand right now on eBay for Pokemon, or you just buy, I don't know, Legends, right? Magic the Gathering, $20,000 for a Legends box, okay, something like that. It's worth opening, cutting just the cheap ass plastic, okay, and having a reputable company inspect every single pack and make sure that, obviously, they're all sealed. Now, once you get to the pack level, you can test the plaque, you can see if it's been resealed, glued. It's very simple to do that at that point, right? There's tests you can do. There's glue residue, stuff like that, right? But that's it. Like, when you have a sealed box, I know it sounds really sexy for everybody to own a sealed box. That was the original thing. But unfortunately, with the fraud out there, and this is fraud, okay? The type of criminal activity that's going on with this kind of thing. This is not just a shitty box. This is the first edition Pokemon base set. This is like the alpha box. This is the holy grail. Oh, by the way, side note, alpha boxes, booster boxes, and beta boxes were never sealed at all. I think probably 20% of the beta boxes were sealed, but in general, I would just open it to verify it. But again, it is so damn risky at this point of collectibles to sit there and have sealed product that isn't authenticated. It doesn't have a third-party backing. Let me wrap it up here in a second. So wrapping this thing up, I'm not here to insult the people that invested in this box. I just think that there should be a massive learning lesson for everybody. I was also asked the question, is this going to destroy the hype? I think it's going to make people wonder who they're buying from. I don't know about the hype train dying. But I think what it does is that it makes you question if the packs and the boxes that you're buying, right? Because the packs can be resealed too. There's bad people in every industry. When there is, the saying goes, when there's money to be made, there's always going to be criminal, fraudulent activity. And so as a third-party authenticator, if we had one for this type of thing, it would obviously give a lot of the confidence to the marketplace. So I really feel like the biggest learning lesson here was your provenance. The fact that a broker was used that really, he was a trusted broker, but at the same time, it wasn't from the source, meaning it wasn't like, and I'll paint this picture out, okay? I've bought collections with old sealed product, and there's also open cards and alpha sets and beta stuff and just like stacks of boxes and packs with cards open and stuff like that, right? Stuff like that, okay? I've bought collections like that with, Splendid Genesis or Fraternal Exaltation, rare cards, right, that came with it, right? Extra Pokemon stuff too, because they just had it because they're WotC collection or something. But I want to explain to you something. That's the problem, is when you start only buying one box, you have zero idea if that person actually had the story and the provenance that they actually had more than just that one box. Does that make sense? Basically, what I'm saying is that if you're buying a Pokemon collection, right, and all you see is that one box, I would question that. But if I saw, the actual Wizard of the Coast case, the box, right, or I saw, receipts back in the day of buying, or from a card shop, or WotC employee provenance that had tons of other paraphernalia, right? It wasn't just one box. It shows me something very special. It shows me that because of the fact that there's so much overwhelming evidence, like there's cards, there's stuff like that. There was, the story fits, right? It fits the whole picture. It empty boxes, maybe packs or whatever, wrappers and stuff. It proves that collector or that investor or whatever basically had a series of lots of boxes or lots of packs or whatever, and then accumulated sets or whatever, right? So, do you see where I'm going with this? The story matches up with the product. And in this particular case, I think this guy had 3 boxes or something like that. I don't know. And I would go back to this person. But that's the thing is, it's scary because you don't know where the actual source was. It's not like you went to the source's house and there was this Pokemon, a first edition box with all these other boxes sealed. Original, like, I don't know, pictures back in the day when they got from Pokemon, receipts, whatever, right? Cool paraphernalia that's just unique to Pokemon. No, it was just the box. So it makes me wonder that when you buy something, these collectors are buying something, remember, your mindset has to be always believing that something is wrong. Not to be rude to them, the seller, but to ask valid questions and get overwhelming evidence that indeed the box or item or whatever the hell you're buying is authentic. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh man, there's a lot to that damn video. Put in your comments below what you think. I know a lot of you guys, look, let's try not to troll this guy too much. The link again will be below of the live stream. It's pretty sucky. It sucks. I hope obviously everything works out financially or someone's gonna go to jail. But we gotta do better as a community. We gotta do better. And I hope these videos are more informational and teaching you something and not to scare you away, because there's a lot of great people out there in the industries of Pokemon and Magic. My friend PokeRev is a great guy. I'm proud to have seen him early in his career, and he's done great things for the community. But this kind of thing just blows, right? You see this, and you're just like, as a Magic collector, investor, dealer, you're like, man, I almost want to say I told you so, but it was bound to happen anyway. All right, guys, have a good weekend. Talk to you guys soon. Hey everyone, it's Daniel Chang with VintageMagic.com. In this video, I want to run through our consultation service on VintageMagic.com. So what's really exciting to me about the consultation process is meeting you. I've met so many incredible people in the Magic the Gathering industry all over the world, and this consultation process is the key part to a successful working relationship. Getting hold of me is very simple. You could call or email me. We'll talk more about your needs. From all that information I gather in our call, typically about an hour long, I'm going to determine the best solution for you. So because we have such a suite of services that we offer, I'm going to sit down with a follow-up call, and then we're going to go off and determine what the best path is. I have experience in handling conversations in regards to large collections of artwork, sets of cards, either if it's graded or ungraded, raw cards. I also have dealt with collections with lots of misprints and oddities. Altered cards, sketch cards, and artist proofs are also one of my specialties. My experience in Magic Gathering has gone to any level of collecting you may have. I look forward to working with you.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit VintageMagic.com.